Hi, this is Attila16 for Date Your Game channel, and this is the commentary track for the Operation Aurora mission in Battlefield Bad Company 2. While Bad Company 2 put you in a modern warfare scenario, this mission pulls you back into a World War II context where a group of Marines attack a top secret Japanese installation. In my gameplay video, I actually skip a lot of cutscenes because my videos are not about the story. If you want to know the story, just buy the game. And in this game, the sound was actually all messed up on my computer, so you could barely hear anything. So to actually understand the story, I had to read all subtitles. So we are better off without the cutscenes. And up to a certain point, the cutscene actually are a bad thing in this game. They just keep cutting the action instead of letting you having your fun. And while those cutscenes actually look nice, I think they should have search ways to include them into the gameplay instead. Okay, let's get back to the Operation Aurora gameplay. This mission is a kind of tutorial, so it's very linear, but actually when you think about it, all missions of this game are linear. So this mission, even at hard, is very easy. You nearly have no chance to die. And you can use two guns, one Japanese submachine gun and one American rifle, which you find on Japanese troop. Go figure. As you may have noticed, some AI are actually scripted, so you cannot kill them, but that doesn't happen that much overall. This mission really reminds me of many World War II games such as Medal of Honor, Hidden and Dangerous, and Call of Duty World at War. The visual style really is similar, but at the same time, there is little in common between all these games because Battlefield really has its own pace. And what I like about it is that, unlike Call of Duty, it's a little harder to aim right in this. You will miss a lot more. So instead of being an instant gratification style of game, this one will let you play a little with your prey, and by doing so will make the action a little more fun. And this is even more true when you play multiplayer, because in this game there is a single player, but the main interest really is the multiplayer. The single player is like a bonus thing. You don't really buy it for that. At least I hope you don't. But let's get back to the gameplay once again. This jungle really reminds me of Crisis somehow. And here we go on an opening that leads me to a cutscene, which is unskippable. That's a little annoying. I would have liked to jump on those guys and blow up those tank alone, but no, I had to wait for airstrike to destroy them instead. In this cutscene, you actually have control of the camera, so you can move your head around. But I really think they should have let us in control of our body and be able to move around. I'm sure the player will be able to keep control of themselves and resist to the temptation to attack those Japanese. And if not, that could have been interesting that the player get blown up by the airstrike. That will have teach him right away to follow instruction. There's nothing like a good friendly fire to teach you restraint. So after this cutscene, I can now run. I don't know why they restrained me from running around, but now I can now run to another cutscene, which I will skip. In this cutscene, you meet a Japanese scientist, which you have the mission to extract. This scientists tell you about the Aurora device, which has been activated, and you need to run fast. And this device is what is creating that weird noise that remind me from Crisis. I must say that when I heard that noise, I was expecting alien to follow me. But instead of being attacked by aliens, I actually fall into another cutscene, which is not skippable, and just point the obvious that you need to get into one of two Japanese vehicle to run away. This cutscene doesn't bring anything useful other than that. And this cutscene actually lead to a firefight in this small camp. And from there the level gain in speed and intensity. But it never reached the Call of Duty kind of intensity, so it's a little disappointing. And I will say it's not disappointing in itself. It's disappointing because I think everybody that will get Battlefield Bad Company may have played a single player of Call of Duty. And Bad Company just doesn't reach the level of intensity that Call of Duty did create. And so it's disappointing in a comparative way. But in itself, I think Battlefield Bad Company is actually a fine single player experience. It's just not as intense as the Call of Duty series, maybe. At the same time, comparing Bad Company 2 with Call of Duty may be a little unfair because Call of Duty is a tight space, so it's highly scripted, and the level are just small, while Bad Company 2 has very wide level, and those huge level are all destructible. You can nearly destroy anything you see. And this car ride will actually show a lot of that. This car ride is intense, but once again, it's not as intense as a car ride in Call of Duty. But it does the job right. And in this level, since it's a kind of tutorial, you don't have much chance to die even if you don't even aim. But if you don't want to take any chance, I recommend positioning your machine gun in a position where your target will be in the future. And this way you just have to start firing as your target get close to your crosshair. This make it much easier to kill your enemies instead of trying to track them and miss them. In clear, do what I say and not what I show. As for the enemy Japanese vehicle, try to prioritize the machine gun and note that the driver is on the right seat. So if you want the car to go all around, just shoot the driver. From this point in the level, you don't have much to do anymore since the air support blew up all enemy position. So now the car ride is over, and you disembark and you go into a submarine base, which remind me a lot of the submarine base of Medal of Honor. The main difference being that this one looked good, and it's a Japanese submarine base instead of a German submarine base. And to clear out that base, I will use the rifle because the rifle is good at medium and long range, and in one shot you kill your enemies. So I will conclude this commentary here, and in this video I just let the conclusion cutscene in a way, which show you the history after the World War II, where Russia actually went to war against NATO and stuff like that. And that cutscene contextualize the following story of the game. So I hope that was enjoyable. And if you want more of those commentary videos, just tell me.